Hello and welcome to the nest. I'm Holly Stoppett, and I'm just wanted to talk to you a little bit about creative resourcing. It's a new course I'm inventing. I'm going to be doing it in March in Bristol on the 23rd and 24th of March. And it's a course that's especially designed for artists. And it's asking the question, how can we live a healthy life in the arts? It's hard. It's really hard, especially in this climate. There's been arts cuts left, right, and centre for the Arts Council in local councils. There's less money for the arts, there's less investment for the arts, and there's more competition over the little funds that we've got. And and then there's the cost of living crisis. So who's got extra money to spend on art? These are really tough times, super tough times. And yeah, especially for the freelancers. I mean, I've been a freelancer for my whole career, and yeah, I know very well that sort of boom and bust mentality of like, having to say yes to all the offers that come your way because we don't know when the fallow time is going to come. So let's just say yes to this, and then getting exhausted because it's too much. And then there's these big sort of like tumbleweed moments of no work. And then in those periods, there's, the feeling of who am I if I'm not creating? Who am I if I'm not wanted? And then, those feelings of doubt and the confidence dive. Yeah. And it can take a while to kind of claw yourself out of those holes again. And then you're back into the next flurry. And, I've lived like that for my whole adult life. And um, it's tough. It's really tough. And yet, underneath all of that, there's this passion. Like that's what we've got in common as artists. We have a passion for creativity, and we have a desire to want to contribute something of ourselves, to contribute something to enrich the lives of others. And it's important. I guess there's quite a lot of messaging out there that makes us think it's not important, that it's frivolous, that it's something extra. But without art, what's the point? Artists need to create. We just do. We've had to continually find ways to evolve to fund that. And we're creative, so we'll find a way because we always do. And I guess that's my wish for this weekend workshop. I want to hold a space where we can gather together and ask these questions like, how are we going to get through this? How are we going to survive? How are we going to support each other? And how are we going to support ourselves? And I don't have all the answers, but I know how to hold a space. So I'm hoping together we can figure stuff out using meditation, discussion, body-based inquiry, maybe some artwork, maybe some writing. We're going to jump into these big themes of resilience, support, and boundaries. So, how do we cultivate our inner resilience to sustain us through these really, really uncharted times? What support do we need in order to thrive in these times? Who do we ask? And how do we ask? And then boundaries, what do we say no to? What do we have to do to protect our time, our space, our process as artists? And how is that to say no? If you're called to this, if you're like, oh my God, I want to be there, but you haven't got the money to do it, then just get in touch. Let's figure out a way because yeah, I really want to do this inquiry. I want to spend a weekend in a room with artists figuring this out. So yeah, please get in touch and yeah, hopefully see you there. Creative resourcing.